Hello guys, check this out. It's legendary Lost Sector, you throw a grenade, that's it, champion is gone. This build is amazing. One grenade, one champion gone, just like that in legendary content. Really strong, works in every type of content. And if you have a friend with the same build, what you can do is you actually can spam your grenade. Just look at this, how fast you can throw your grenade. And the gameplay loop is really easy. You can use Sunshot, a solar weapon, you kill a few enemies, you get your stack up to 5, you throw one grenade at maximum damage and boom, enemy's gone. That's it, and you also get restoration. And this is all thanks to Verity's Brow, an S tier exotic that makes your grenades hit like a nuclear warhead. Let's deep dive into it and see how it works. Kill enemies with a weapon that matches your subclass, in this case solar, and you get a stack of death throws for 11 seconds, maximum of 5 stacks. Death throws grants 50% additional base grenade recharge rate and 20% increased grenade damage per stack. On ability usage with active death throws, for 5 seconds, allies receive Feel the Flames while within 20 meters. Feel the Flames grants 10 times grenade recharge rate. Guys, 10 times, 1000%. And this is why we use this with Solar. Fusion grenades are amazing on Warlock. Thanks to Touch of Flame, they explode twice. And the base cooldown is only 1 minute and 13 seconds. Of course, we are going to use 100 discipline, so it comes down to 36 seconds cooldown. And with the stacks of Verity's Brow, it's fast and really strong. This build is raid ready. Speedrunners love it, especially in Vault of the Disciple with a raid mod Into the Light and in Vault of Class. And talking about Vault of Class, it's the featured raid next week. You should try it. Yesterday I went there and I'm not the best with these crazy rotations and stuff like that, you know, keeping the stacks up. Of course, everything needs a little bit of experience. I think I did okay. Look at the damage, guys. You do so much damage just mainly for throwing your grenades. It's really, really good. And even for GMs, Polaris Lance is solar, so it has good synergy with this build. But guys, it's not all. Don't go away yet, because we can build this in a way that gives us survivability. So let's check that out. I'm running Healing Rift. You can go Phoenix type if you like. I'm old, so I use things that I'm used to. Melee wise, it's up to you. I like Incinerator Snap, especially for those unstoppable champions, and Fusion Grenades. The build works with all grenades, but like I said, the low cooldown and the aspect Touch of Flame just make them that good. They explode twice. And for the second aspect, I love Icarus Dash. But if you like Heat Rises, go for it, have fun. With the fragments, I went Ember of Ashes, so we see more ignitions. Ember of Searing, when we defeat scorched targets we get melee energy back, and it creates a Fire Sprite. Fire Sprites when collected give us grenade energy. And because our next fragment, Ember of Mercy, when we pick up that Fire Sprite we also get restoration. So we finish with Ember of Empyrean. That will give us the ability to extend the duration of Radiant and Restoration when we kill enemies with solar weapons and abilities. And because this season artifact is especially made for solar weapons, we can have Flint Striker to get Radiant, which is a 25% buff to our weapons, Kindling Trigger, so solar weapons apply Scorch to targets when we are Radiant, so we get a lot of Fire Sprites, And then we want Revitalizing Blast, so solar abilities weaken champions and bosses. It's a 15% debuff. And if you remember, our grenade explodes twice. And Rays of Precision, my favorite this season. The rest you can copy or choose different according to your needs. Now, let's finish with mods. On the helmet, I went Ashes to Assets to get super when I kill with a grenade and double harmonic siphon so we get bigger orbs when we multi-kill with solar weapons. On our gloves, I went with firepower so we make an orb when we kill with a grenade. It has a 10-second cooldown, but I think it's still worth it. Impact induction to get grenade back when we damage with our charge melee, and because our weapons are an important part of this build, I went with harmonic loader. On our chest, it's always the same. One resist mod for each type, one arc, one solar, one void, and then you can double stack one if you need depending on the activity. On our boots, recuperation and innervation so we get health and grenade energy when we pick an orb of power, and one solar weapon surge. But as you can see, I only use a mod that takes one energy. That's because if I'm in a fight, in a raid boss or in a dungeon boss, I can quickly put 3 solar weapon surges for maximum damage. And in our class item, proximity ward, so you survive during your finisher, saved me so many times in GMs, bomber, and time dilation. That's the build, guys. Sorry for the noise outside. And by the way, next week Helldivers 2 releases, so probably the next video will be about Helldivers 2. But Destiny will always be the main game of this channel. But we all feel it. Destiny is running a little bit dry at the moment. Unfortunately, if we say things like that, if we speak our minds, there's an army of people, just ready to attack. So yeah, there's not much feedback that we can say, but again, I want this channel to be a safe space, so speak your mind, guys. If you watched the whole video, if you watched until now, thank you so much. You guys are the best. Say something nice in the comments. And yeah, I'll see you next week. Bye, guys.